So welcome to Barkada's inaugural speaker series for Fil-Am History Month. Woo!
As a young Filipino American student in the theater arts department and only one of 10 actors of color in that program, I was told that I could not be in that program because I was not white. So that began my journey in terms of how social justice and racial equity would soon shape my career life and my journey in life.
Filipino culture thing I got to celebrate in high school was tinikling. And then, so when I kind of came to Santa Clara and there was the Barkada Club, like that was kind of like my first experience where I got to see like, yeah, a lot of people who are Filipino. But I think from a racial identity, I think it wasn't until I got to be at Santa Clara where I started to see like a whole bunch of things that like, for example, the Hispanic community would deal with, that the Black community would deal with. And I think for me, like I kind of came in there and I started to see, these issues that these other communities or these other, I guess minorities are dealing with. And that part kind of really kind of opened my mind.
I'd love to share, and this is just the beginning because we are connected, and through even just being our family, our cultural roots, but also as SCU students and alum. I invite you, and I'm open to meeting with you and having informational meetings. Just look me up at LinkedIn, and I'll be happy to have some more conversations. But what I like to say is that you are the future in your pipeline, and you give me hope, and I'm hoping that that you be true to your values, be true to your dreams, and make sure you have these peer networks to help you succeed. And be open to possibilities. You might have a certain path, but people come into your path to lead you.
There's already legislation that existed. There's a Human Security Act of 2007. But what we see under this is there's a vague and broad definition of terrorism, which means that it becomes easier for people to be labeled as a terrorist. It violates basic constitutional rights, increases the powers of state security forces.
Hi everyone, we are members of Barkada of SCU, and in honor of Filipino American History Month, we have decided to record a podcast kind of highlighting our personal experiences along with our identities.
What does being Fil-Am mean to me? I guess I should start off by a little bit of background about myself. I actually immigrated here when I was 3, so very young. So I only have like a couple key memories of the Philippines, but for the most part, I've been raised in the Bay Area and all that stuff. But like, I guess I've been lucky enough to have found a Fil-Am community growing